Hi, everyone. I'm Caroline from Koala English Podcast. Today, we are going to talk about colors in real, easy, simple, and natural English. Colors are everywhere. We see colors in our homes and in nature. Some colors are bright. Some colors are light. Some colors are dark. We all have favorite colors. In this episode, we will learn how to talk about your favorite color, or say if a color suits you, describe colors that clash, and understand simple words like bright and beige. By the end of this episode, you will feel more confident talking about colors in English. Let's get started.
You know, it's funny when you think about just how much we use color to describe our world and even ourselves. I mean, from the clothes we pick out to the way our homes feel, color is such a huge part of how we express who we are. So today, we're going to dive in and make those conversations so much richer and more precise. Okay, so right off the bat, a little challenge for you. Just take a look at the color on your screen. How would you describe it if you had to use just one word? And you're probably thinking, well, it's kind of blue, but it's also kind of green. And see, that's exactly where our everyday vocabulary can sometimes let us down. And that's really what this is all about. Look, simple words like blue, green, or red, they're a great start for sure. But to sound really natural and to actually get your point across, you often need a little bit more detail. Just saying blue sometimes doesn't quite cut it in a real flowing conversation. So let's begin our day with, that classic dilemma. What on earth to wear? That moment when you're standing in front of your closet, well, that's a perfect example of when having the right words for colors really, really matters. Okay, so look at this. It's so simple, right? But adding one little word can completely change everything. Instead of just green, we can say light green or dark green. Instead of just red, we can be specific with bright red. We even have these fantastic special words like navy blue for a really deep, dark blue, or pale blue for a super light one. These different versions, we call them shades, and they just give us so much more accuracy. And you know what's really cool? Our language gets super creative and just borrows words from the world all around us. When you say lime green, you instantly know that bright, sharp color of the fruit, right? And forest green immediately makes you think of that deep, natural shade. It's like a little shortcut to understanding exactly what someone means. Okay, so you found a color you like. But here's the real question, the important one. Does it actually look good on you? Well, thankfully, English has the perfect word to talk about this. And that perfect word is suit. If a color suits you, it means it just works. It complements your appearance and makes you look fantastic. And it's such a great compliment you can give someone. Wow, that green shirt really suits you. It's simple, it's direct, and it sounds completely natural. All right, so let's keep moving. Once you're out and about interacting with people, we start talking not just about single colors, but about how they work together, or maybe how they don't work together. So we've covered what looks good on someone. But what happens when you put two colors right next to each other and they just don't work? What does it actually mean when we say that two colors clash? Yeah, clash is basically the opposite of harmony. When colors clash, they create this feeling of, visual discomfort. They just don't look right together. It's a bit jarring. For example, a lot of people think that putting bright orange right next to bright pink, that combination can easily clash. So it's all about how colors interact with each other. This really breaks it down nicely. On one side, you've got those good combinations. A color that suits a person, or maybe two colors that match really well to create a sense of harmony. But then on the other side, you've got those clashing combinations that just feel awkward. It's that feeling you get when something just isn't quite right visually. All right, let's shift scenes one last time. It's the end of the day, you're back home, you're relaxing. And of course, color isn't just for clothes. It has this huge impact on the whole mood and the feel of the spaces we live in. Okay, so when we talk about decorating our space, you hear this term all the time. What exactly are neutral colors, and what is it that makes them so incredibly popular and useful in design? So, neutral colors. Think of these as your secret weapon for creating balance. We're talking about colors like beige, gray, cream, or light brown. Their superpower is that they are incredibly easy to match with pretty much any other color out there. They don't scream for attention, which means they can let brighter colors really pop, or they can just create a really calm and stable feeling all on their own. And this is so powerful. Colors have a direct line to our emotions. You can see it here. Bright colors often make us feel energetic, lively, and positive. Neutrals, on the other hand, bring a sense of calm and relaxation. And dark colors can feel a bit more serious, maybe quiet, or even elegant. The colors you choose for your home can genuinely change how you feel in that space. Wow. Okay, so we've actually covered a lot of ground, haven't we? From getting dressed in the morning to relaxing and home in the evening. Let's pull everything together and just do a quick review of the fantastic new toolkit you now have for talking about color. So let's do a quick recap of the essentials. First, You can now talk about different shades, like light or dark. You can describe a color as being bright and vivid. You know how to say a color suits someone, and you can totally point out when colors clash. And finally, you've got your neutral colors for creating that perfect balance. This is your new core toolkit. And here's the thing to remember. This is the most important part. This goes way beyond just learning some new words. This is really about learning to express your personality, to talk about your own style, and to describe the emotions that different colors make us feel. It just makes your English so much more personal, more descriptive, and way more real. So I'll leave you with this one thought. After all this, what color are you going to use to express yourself today? Whether it's something bright and energetic, or maybe something calm and neutral, you now have all the words you need to describe it perfectly.
So today wasn't just about learning words for colors. It wasn't just about understanding what bright or beige means. It wasn't just about memorizing phrases like suits you or clash. It was about something deeper, something personal, something expressive. Talking about colors teaches you more than vocabulary. It teaches you how to describe what you see, how to express what you like, how to share your taste and personality in simple, natural English. Because colors are not just colors. They show how you feel. They show your style. They show how you see the world. When you say, that color really suits you, or I think those colors clash, you're not just talking about clothes or walls. You're giving your opinion. You're describing beauty. You're connecting through everyday conversation. And when you start noticing colors around you, in shops, in nature, in your home, you begin to use these words naturally. You become the kind of speaker who can describe small details clearly and confidently. So this week, pay attention to colors around you. Notice what you're wearing. Notice the colors in your room. Notice what colors make you feel calm, happy, or confident. Try saying it out loud. I really like dark green. Pink doesn't suit me. Bright colors make me feel happy. See how simple and powerful that feels. If today's episode helped you feel more confident talking about colors, please like this video so more learners can find it. Share it with someone who wants to speak natural, everyday English. Subscribe to the Koala English Podcast for weekly episodes that help you grow step by step. And I'd truly love to hear from you. Finish this sentence in the comments. My favorite color is because. Make it personal. Make it honest. Make it yours. Thank you for learning with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.